Okay, Rod, 1-0 win over Whitehawk. You must be delighted with that game.
Yeah, I thought it was a good performance, to be honest. You know, we knew it was going to be a tough game. You've only got to look at their team, and they've got some really good players there. And I think, to be fair, they've got them going. You know, I felt today we was probably a little bit sort of off it in the first half. I felt, you know, they had two centre halves that was dictating the play against our two forwards. Just thought our midfield, I don't think we was creating a lot, couldn't get hold of the ball. And we spoke to him at half time. I thought defensively, Ross and the four defenders looked okay first half. I was a bit more concerned about what was in front of them. But once we had a team talk at half time, I think we come out second half. You know, and listen, we've scored the goal and we got the 3 points, and that's the most important thing. But I felt overall we probably deserved it. I mean, if you look at what their goalkeeper had to do in the first half, I recall 4 great saves. And I know just brought the lad in from wherever, but he pulled off 4 great saves. Which, you know, on another day we probably would have played against a goalkeeper that had probably conceded 1 or 2 of them. And that would have put us on the front foot to probably gone and maybe have the game a little bit more in our ascendancy. But when that never happened, you do start thinking, is it going to be our day? I have to give our credit to Ross as well today, our goalkeeper, because I thought he pulled a couple of good saves off when he had to as well. So that's really pleasing for Ross, that's pleasing for me. Because if we conceded a sloppy goal, I think it would have been tough today to come back and win that. So I think it was always going to be a 1-0 game after the first 15-20 minutes. I think you could see that it was 1-0 all over it today. And we were fortunate that we was the ones that managed to get that.
Another 1-0 win over Whitehawk today. What's your immediate reaction?
It's brilliant to get the 3 points. We started off not as we normally start off. We didn't press as well. We didn't get on the ball as well when we found out we were under pressure a bit more. But we took a bit of a volley at half time. We come out second half and we showed that if we kept going at them, we'd get a chance, and we took it. So.
Yeah, Max Cornhill got the eventual winner in the 80th minute. In recent games, it's just been Elliot Buchanan and Sean Jeffers, but now we seem to be getting the centre midfielders in on the act as well.
Yeah, I mean, Max was left out against the Dartford away game because he had a bit of a knock, and to be fair, Churchy picked up a knock in training on Tuesday, so we just felt that it was probably the right thing that we'd made the rules with Max. You had a bit of an injury and he was a little bit touch and go against Dartford, so we left him out. We had the same thing today with Anthony Church, but the problem is Max Porter was out for another injury. So really, in the end, Church had to go on and does what he does for us. But Max deserved the start today on what he'd done previous to the Dartford games. So it's just, as I say to the boys, there's competition here, and you lot have to understand that if you want to be a part of this journey, then people have got to be patient, and when they get a chance, take it. And I thought Max took it very well last week, and Church has had to swallow it this week. But that's competition for you. That's what's going to get us in and around the playoffs or possibly a promotion. So, it was pleasing that Max got on the end of the cross, took it very well. As he said, it was a bit like an Aguero. But he took the goal very well, and it was a great delivery. So as far as I'm concerned, it's been a great day, and the boys have deserved the 3 points.
Yeah, and you got yourself on your score sheet. Obviously, the strikers have mainly been getting in, but now the centre midfielders like yourself are getting in on the act as well.
Well, it's great for the team. If your strikers are scoring goals and the midfield and the defence, there's not much pressure on them every week. You take it, we have to have a bad game, we have to fill in. So it's great that we've got goals everywhere. We've got assists coming from Robbie, from Bags. Jeffers is scoring goals. Chris come in today, played well. Myself, Churchy and Josh are scoring as well, so brilliant for the manager.
Yeah, and another clean sheet to add to the tally. Just shows testament to Ross Fitzsimmons' form at the moment, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, listen, clean sheets are so pleasing because you can build off of clean sheets. But the way I look at it is that, the back four have been playing a lot better. So what Ross has had to do is obviously been a little bit periodic, with some of the things that he's had to keep us in the game. But showing today, he was probably the lesser worked out of the two keepers. But when he got called into action, he done his job, and that's all he has to do, So no, I'm really pleased that he's kept a clean sheet, and I'm over the moon that we got the 3 points. And I think anybody who watched the game today would have said we probably shaded it, but I've got to give them credit. I thought they come with a game plan. They're very direct. They've got Mills up top. They've got Osborne off of them. They're very mobile. And, there was a bit of an injury at the end to, I think it was a boy Torres. So, I hope that he's okay, because it looked a bit of a bad one. So I'd like to just say, that hopefully, fingers crossed, that it'd be okay. So, listen, overall, I think we were the better side. Goal mouth action, I think you've only got to look at the stats, and I think that would tell you that we were the team. If anybody looked like they were going to go and win, it would be us. But we also could see that they're lively on the break. I mean, they've just brought a player in who's just, played in the Premiership and everything else. So to have someone like that come off your bench, it's always a little bit of worry that he might pull something out of the hat. But as I say, that's Kevin Lisby there. So we kept him quiet when he come on. And we've done a job. Defensively, we gave ourselves a foothold today to go and win the game, and that's what we've done. And it's a massive 3 points. I don't think people realise this 3 points is huge. This is a game that I've looked at the last few weeks, and I do think this is not a game that all managers want, because the quality that they have in that changing room. But overall, if we can keep building on it, as I say, we've got a big squad here. We've got Blanchett outside the squad today. Luke Daly was outside the squad. There's a lot of players been outside the squad, so it's showing you that we're heading in the right direction. And we've just bought Chris Dixon as well. I felt when he come off, Jeffers today didn't look right. And I kept saying to Nick, I know that he had a bit of an injury in the week, and I kept saying doesn't look like he's giving us a lot of physicality up there. They're two centre halves, big boys. And for when we put Dixon on second half, it allowed us to stretch him, because it gave us that pace and hold-up play. And, he'd probably be a little bit gutted that he ain't managed to nick a goal on the back of it. But, I think he probably enjoyed that. He got a good 45 minutes under his belt, and he looks quite an handful. So, I think that can only help us onwards and upwards.
And another clean sheet today to add to the many that we've already got so far this season. Just shows testament to how much good form Ross Fitzsimmons and the defence are in.
I think now we've got a settled back four with Ross in front of Ross. It's brilliant for them to play with each other. They know where they're going to win the header, they know to cover round, and it's brilliant for the club knowing that we're not conceding goals, and we can also score goals, so it's win-win all the way round.
Yeah, and now is a welcomed break from league action with Dartford away in the Cup. We must be hoping to try and get revenge for the FA Cup exit to them.
Yeah, I mean, I don't work on revenge. I think football's football, and there's nothing personal. That we've played them twice. We got knocked out the FA Cup by, and we drew here in the league. So it's going to be a tough game. I just want to go there and try and get us in the act for the next round. Because, as I say, our season's well alive. We're sitting in the playoffs. I don't know the results today, and I'm not really interested. But what I am interested in is next week is going to be a big game for us. If we can get in the act game for the next round of the trophy, and then obviously we've got the Essex Senior Cup game coming up. I think it gives me a chance to move people about, and it's a competition I want to do well in. So we'll go there with full respect. We're away from home. We'll go there to win the game. That's simple as that. I know Dartford are a very good side. As you say, we haven't managed to get a win on them yet, but who knows? Maybe next Saturday we might be standing here with a win under our belt, waiting for the draw to come out. But we've got a lot of work to do from sort of Tuesday and Thursday before that even comes around. So we'll just take one day as it comes, and we get us ready, and we go there, and hopefully we have a big crowd away to Dartford, because it's always a big gate over there. And if we can get the crowd to just travel over the bridge, come and cheer us on, because we're going to give it our best to try and get us through to the next round.
That'd probably be a big one. I didn't get to play that one through injury, but I just see they won 6-1 today against East Thurrock, so they're going to be on a roll. But we're going to go there with the same game plan we've gone in the last couple of games, and we're on a roll ourselves, so we've just got to take that to them. And I think we've got enough goals in the team and sturdiness at the back now to win the game.